This week at the House of Mario, we check out the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 version, and we return to our island. It's good fun, and I'm enjoying being Philbert's neighbour. If you enjoy that, be sure to come on in. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors episode 345 are open. Joined this week by my wonderful co-host, it's Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, how you going, mate?
Very well, thank you. Hello everyone listening. We're off. Nintendo's doing things already, 2026. Let's get back into it, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we talked about, Animal Crossing a little bit last week. I talked about I hope it grabs me. You know, I kind of want to be obsessed with Animal Crossing again. It's been far too long, and it wasn't long before that. I actually forgot whether the update was coming out like this month or next month. Just the start of the year usually blends in pretty well for me. Just January, February, it's kind of the same month in some ways for me. So yeah, I'm. In some ways, I was kind of surprised just to see how early Nintendo was getting things rolling. But yeah, it's good because we got, we got a new release in some ways to talk about. Kind of. An $8 upgrade.
Pseudo adjacent, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I've been very I've spoken about this before. I love the recent years January releases on the Switch. Because we had Donkey Kong Country Returns HD last year. We've had another Code. Had a Fire Emblem Engage one year. January tends to have a really cool release, and so this one's not quite the same for me in terms of excitement. But I played a little bit this week. I've gone back into the island. I've dusted it off and started weeding. I used Mr. Rossetti, and I got him to pick up all the furniture in the island, and I instantly regret doing that because I had a really cool soccer stadium all lined up with seats and places for people to buy food and drinks and amenities and things on the actual soccer pitch itself, but they've all been removed, and so now I'm gonna have to place the furniture everywhere. So I don't know why I did it. I wasn't really thinking, obviously, but I was thinking maybe it does all the weeding, but then it doesn't do the weeding, and so I've had to weed myself. So I've lost both ways, but that's all right. I'll get into it slowly.
Yeah, because the problem with my island is that to make money, I sacrificed basically all of the land just to plant trees. So most of my island is fruit trees, and that's how I got a lot of my money back when I played it 2020. So my idea for Mr. Rossetti was basically, can you clear some land? Can you do some horticulture for me so I don't have to go and smash all my axes? But he doesn't do that. He doesn't pick up weeds. He doesn't knock down trees. He just picks up furniture. He does the easy stuff in some ways. I know some people have absolutely crazy islands. So, for people like that, it's a godsend. But for me, I don't have that much furniture out. Mine was all just... I'm a farmer. It's all just, I'm farming the land. He doesn't do any of that for me. It's a little bit like the whole AI conversation. They do all the fun stuff, but they don't get down to the nitty gritty and just actually help you. So Mr. Rossetti's in that camp a little bit, bloody bastard.
Yeah. He's worse. Mr. Rossetti back in the day, he was grumpy. But he did his job well, and he might have mellowed out now. But I think I prefer the old Mr. Rossetti, just snapping at me when I didn't save my game properly and just reset. So, but that's all right. So you made fruit. So I did turnips back in the day. We did back at for New Horizons 6 years ago. There was hacks of the turnips, and you can work out the pattern. If this is the price on this day and this day, then it's going to be this price, and Thursday is going to be the day where it's really high, and so. I made millions of bells just doing that. And so it got to a stage where I paid everything off and I just had money there and was like, oh, is this what it's like to be rich? Because I don't know what to do with it now. So I kind of just put it in the bank. And then Michaela has wanted to restart as well because she really got into Animal Crossing and has been playing it. But then for some reason, her island didn't transfer when she did her save switch, like her save transfers, and mine did straight away.
Mm.
So, for
Oh.
everyone who doesn't know, I've had an original Switch since day one, and then I bought Animal Crossing, played on that Switch, and then not until the Switch 2 that's come out last year that I did my whole transfer. And so everything's happened. My island was there straight away. Like the save data is all there. But for some reason, they didn't recognize Michaela's island, or it wasn't there for some reason. And so um, she bought an OLED in 2023, so she would have done a system saves transfer then. I don't know, Drew. I can't remember. I know there was issues early on with transferring save data from Animal Crossing Islands or systems? Sorry, I thought they solved it before 2023. So we don't know. We tried to work things out. If anyone's listening and has any information, like,
Yeah.
be good to get some clarification because I'm not quite sure.
Well, there's a whole app to do it. I don't know if she did that. I actually had to do that
But
because
why do I not need to do it?
I guess yeah, I don't know. Did she do the exact same process as you, like a full system transfer? Is that what she did? The exact same thing you did?
I believe so. I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
didn't watch it.
imagine
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, because like there's a whole app. There's like the Island Transfer app, and I actually had to do that because I booted up Animal Crossing and it started up a new save. I'm like,
Yep.
okay, so I obviously didn't do this because I remember doing like the Pokemon games, for example, because those saves don't go in the cloud. So I remember doing Pokemon Sword because what I found out is that is my most played Switch game is Pokemon Sword after the statistics came out the other day with like 260 hours playing Pokemon Sword.
Yeah.
So like that's a very important save to me. I've got Pokemon there and all sorts of things, but Animal Crossing I obviously forgot about. I think it was just because it was a little bit more work because you got to do it through its own app and things. So I had to I had to cross my fingers because my Switch OLED, I like got rid of the SD card and I put it into Steam Deck or something like that. I can't remember what it is, like another device.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, I hope I haven't. Hope it's still all right. I went on there and it was all good. I just downloaded the apps and transferred it over. Because I see a lot of people actually are starting new islands, but I couldn't think of anything worse right now. I want to just go into it and just be like, oh my God, look at all this stuff and all this money. I just got all the freedom just to build things and hang out with neighbors and fish and all of that. So I'm quite happy. I'm just going into it, kind of forgetting what I've done because I felt like I barely played the game back when it came out, but I put 70 or almost 80 hours into the game. And I've got like, pretty up.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, I actually played a lot more than I remember because I think for me back in the day, 2020, it feels like yesterday, but also it doesn't. But everybody's got these stories, Josh, about like amazing just times off of work, sat down playing Animal Crossing. Obviously, the world was just in chaos, but Animal Crossing was this cozy little nook you could go into and just spend time with your villagers and all that type of thing. I didn't have that as much. I was lucky because I was able to, on the farm, it was only me and my parents. So if we were smart and safe, there was, no real risk going to work. And with hospitality, we had some sort of great things in place to, still get paid, from the government. They had their incentives set up. So I was actually, very lucky, but I was pretty much working 7 days a week. Like my work just picked up. So I had like the opposite problem. So I was actually like, watching streamers and, people talk about Animal Crossing being stuck at home. I was like jealous in some ways. Obviously my situation was a lot better than, other parts of the world, especially if you're in a big city or something. But I didn't end up playing it as much as everybody else. And everybody was just so much more advanced than me on their islands. They're doing this amazing design and they're doing all this stuff. And it sort of made me feel like I fell behind. And it kind of, it kind of neutered my enjoyment of the game because like you said, people are like, they're doing time traveling, they're manipulating the turnip stock market. They've got their perfect villagers. They've completely designed their island. And mine's just full of trees, and I'm searching for Philbit, and I can't find him. So, I think honestly, that kind of like I said, it kind of dampened my experience with the game a little bit. So it's been great actually now without so many people, like literally not just millions and millions of people flocking to this game, playing it all day. It's been nice just playing it at my own pace with all of obviously the quality of life features and things that have been added for like 6 years, and obviously the 3.0 update. I fell into it a lot more than I thought I would, and I got to say I'm absolutely chuffed. I want Animal Crossing back in my life. I just want to have something to pop back into for half an hour every couple of days or something. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And every now and again, Josh, I'm sure you do the same. You look at your friends' profiles. What have you been playing? Quite often I look at yours. So what's Josh doing? Like, how much more of a Skyward Sword has he played? Has he played much Animal Crossing? And I noticed your Animal Crossing, your little clock on your profile, it hasn't changed. You got like 175 hours in the game. And it says like the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Mine's reset. So mine's like,
I
don't know why, because like,
yeah,
you've changed Switches as well. Obviously going to Switch 2. So I was like, I wonder why. But mine's already said, my new clock is already saying 10 hours. So I'm like, oh, Jesus. Like, yeah, just adds up quick.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, it's done it for all of my games. It's done it for like all the big games, like Mario Kart and everything. Like, I think Mario Kart 8 says I've been playing it for 15 hours. I'm like, not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah, that's annoying. Because I love looking at mine. I love checking to see how much I played, like looking through the lists at the end of the menu on your Switch menu, and yeah, like 175 hours. Like I kind of can't believe it. Like I don't believe like I've played that much, but that's what it says, and I've never had issues really with my playtime. So
it's one of those games
decent
too.
amount of time I put into it.
Yeah, it is one of those games though. Sometimes you leave it just idling, and it is just an awesome wallpaper. Like those, I said 10 hours, but I haven't been playing for 10 hours. Last night I was playing, and then I put it down to do something on my computer here at the desk, and I was, was it Friday? Was it Friday night I did this? Yeah, KK Slider was there, so I went and sat down, and I just left it there for maybe an hour, just like listening to music and that on the monitor while I was doing whatever I was doing on the computer. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of people's playtime is probably a little bit inflated just from, it's pretty chill just to leave down. Like no one's going to come up and stab you in the back or, lose online connection or just something like that. So yeah, because playtime for a lot of people, like in the Animal Crossing community, it's like a badge of honor. It's like, I've played this for 800 hours. Like, oh wow, you're hardcore. It's like there's no real goals.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it?
These cozy games, it is very much about just how much you've put into it. So I could just let it sit there and be like, yeah, I played it for 800 hours, and I've played about 3 hours of that. The rest has just been sat there looking at the stars.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. So no, that's cool. I've only done a little bit because we realized that, well, I think a few years ago we had like Michaela and I moved in together, and so like this is early 2022, and so we had like our own copies of certain games, like Animal Crossing, like a Pokemon Violet or something, and then like Pokemon Arceus, and then Luigi's Mansion 3. We both we had two copies, so one copy each. And then effectively I made the suggestion like, oh, why don't we sell one of these? And I said to Michaela, oh, you can keep the money and use it to buy something else that she was saving up for. And she's like, yeah, that's a good idea. And, if I think we played them once or twice, but not Animal Crossing. And like, you just grab the game and no one else is playing it. So you just go ahead. And then we thought nothing of this until Friday night when we wanted to play this game. And we realized, oh, wait, we both want to play it. And we've only got one version of the game now.
Yeah.
And then we're like, we never thought this would happen again because Nintendo even said this is the last update. There is no more Animal Crossing updates for this game. And so that's pretty funny. So I'm lucky because I've asked a friend of ours whether I can borrow her copy of the game as well. And she's been very luckily said yes. And And then I was explaining, oh, there's a new update in the game. I don't think she knew, and so I think she gave it to me, but she's like, "Oh, maybe don't be too long because that sounds pretty good. I might want to
Yeah.
get back into it
So
as
wait a
well."
minute.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna. I feel like I've probably got like a week or two to borrow this game, get everything I need out of it, and maybe I need to hand it back because she our friend, she's very got a lot of hours into the game as well, and so
Mm.
her and Michaela talk about their adventures on Animal Crossing too. So um yeah, so I'll make the most of it for the next couple of weeks while she's graciously lent me her copy.
Because that's like the perfect situation, like as a couple, just on the couch, chilling out on Animal Crossing together. That sounds very nice and cozy. I like the sound of
Yes,
that a lot. So yeah,
it is. We did it a bit tonight because yeah, Michaela's island's reset, and so she
yep,
literally has to start from scratch, and she's gone through the whole process,
oh,
and it's so slow,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it pretty much like it's 2 weeks of just you get one little extra thing every day, and you got to keep playing it, and it snowballs slowly. But like I think after 2 to 3 weeks, you eventually get the terraforming, don't you? And then you can really sort of it opens up a lot.
It took me for
So
ages to get
um,
terraforming because I was just so slow, just
yeah,
progressing things. Yeah,
yeah. So she's playing it daily, so she'll get there slowly. But I literally like I've got like so many bells, and so like today I just like she came to my island. Now that we've got 2 copies of the game at the moment, I just like dropped off like a couple of million bells, and fruits, like other stuff like that. So like it will make it a little bit quicker that way. She can sort of buy things, set things up. Money won't be the issue. Slowing her down, pay
yeah.
off the loan from that dirty raccoon ASAP, and move into the big house that she wants.
That dirty bastard. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Dirty
Yeah,
bastard.
it's
It
all
is
about
what
who
it
you
is.
know in Animal Crossing. Like, look,
Ooh,
I need some cash, I need some fruit, and I need it pronto. Bring it over, and it just this big drug plane flies over to your island. You know, someone steps
yep.
out just with awesome sunglasses. They're all kitted out in their expensive clothes, and you're all just in rags in your tent. And they just drop off a big bag of bells, and you're like, oh, "Thank you so much." Yeah. So
What I did.
yeah,
That's pretty
man.
cool. I'm like, here you go,
Oh,
Michaela. I'm saving you.
yeah. Josh just whips out the
Yeah, yeah.
sunnies for the
You
audio
want some
listeners.
peaches, some cherries,
Cherries. Yeah, I'm missing. Actually, I got a lot of fruit, but I'm actually missing a
and
few.
pears.
Yeah, my native fruit is pears. I got a lot of pears. If anybody needs pears, for
Same.
sure.
Mine was pears. I hate pears.
Yeah, pears.
Hate pears in real life.
Yeah,
Got
aesthetically
really
they're not great
annoyed
in the
when there
game
was
either, are
pears.
they? Like cherries and apples look great. I feel like just the vibrant red on the trees, they look
For
nice.
sure. They flash a bit though, so they're both the
Mm,
same color. But then the peaches, oranges, and then they're a bit different in color, so which contrasts nicely.
yeah. So look, there's the
Yes.
interior designer or exterior designer, I guess, when it comes to just what type of fruit trees do you want around the place. But yeah, I don't have cherries.
Yeah.
I don't have apples. But yeah, I've got a lot of got a lot of oranges and a lot of peaches and far too many pears
Okay.
because they're worthless. I don't know why I've got them. got so many. It's just what I had
Yep.
back when I started, I guess. But
Well, all the fruit man, come over, or I come to your village, Alan. Sorry, and I'll drop them off.
oh, absolutely, yeah. If you need
You can have them.
some things too, it's
Yep.
because I noticed yesterday in your Discord, in the Nintendo Maniacs Discord, Compy must have been visiting Zach's island to get some fruit because he restarted his save, and he's talking about fruit. I'm like, my God, if you come to my island, just you better fill up your pockets like five times
So
and go
much.
and go
So much
home.
fruit.
Yeah, it's just like
Yep.
it's just because like everybody who was like doing the stock market, I just I think it's just the old school mentality of when I was a kid because that's what I did when I was a kid. I paid off my house through fruit and through fishing. Like I just fish,
Yep.
get a full
Same.
bag, sell
Red
it.
snapper. So good.
Yep, absolutely. And yeah, there's plenty of sharks at the moment too, which is quite good. There's big sharks. They're worth. I don't know how much they're worth. I assume they're worth a bit. I just sell them in bulk, so I don't know what I'm getting for what. They could be
No, that's right.
nothing
Sort of,
as far as I know. But
just go with it.
yeah.
Correct.
So yeah,
Yep.
I just unlocked the cooking because I remember that was in an update, not too long, but long enough after the initial launch. So I just unlocked cooking. So I don't know if that's something I want to do. I haven't really set up a kitchen or
Yes.
anything,
Okay.
but is that
Multiple
something?
crafting now. You can do.
Yeah.
I didn't do a lot of cooking. I missed that update, I think.
Mm.
So Yeah, I played mainly obviously when it came out, and then I think there was some sort of short update after that. But like the one that came out the year after, I had fallen off already, so I didn't get back into it. Um, yeah, and I remember even that was a bit too late for most players, and the Animal Crossing community, a lot of those players were very annoyed by the delay. So yeah, which is a bit unfortunate because it did deserve more, and stuff like this should have happened years ago, really, not now. But that's all right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to keep talking about my Animal Crossing adventures, especially with Philbit. Thanks to Josh for getting me that amiibo card. But better do some housekeeping because we do have a few comments in the live chat. And I think just to move things along, I think Bake Bro Jack 25's comment asking, is this just a podcast? And to answer that, Jack, yes, it is just a podcast. The House of Mario is a Nintendo podcast. You can find on podcast services. You can find right here on youtube.com/iDruby, where you're watching it live right now. We usually record about 8:30 Australian Central Standard Time. But of course, if you don't have the time or you live in another part of the world, just check us out whenever you like. Whether it's just the audio or the video, put us in your earlobes and enjoy or don't enjoy. But it's good to have you here. And he also asked, are you going to be playing on the stream? And no, not tonight, but another night. Maybe we will. And maybe I'll play another night. I've got ideas for streams that aren't just the podcast for other nights during the week. But no, not tonight. I've got no plans to stream tonight. But yeah, enjoy the podcast. Here we are. But Josh, on your side of things, Nintendo Maniacs, you're on the off week this week, but you had a great episode last week. So tell us all about it. Where can they find your stuff?
Yeah, so the other show I make is Nintendo Maniacs. Just search out wherever you listen or watch things. I had a really great guest last episode. Thunder Sash Gaming is his name. A really old school gamer who does a lot of great content on his channel. We had a go at predicting Nintendo's 2026, and so we know a few things. We actually know a lot of games, but we tried to fill in the blanks, especially around the later half of the year. I think some pretty educated guesses of, like cycles for developers when they're due for something, all those types of things, anniversaries, and what might happen from there. So, yeah, check it out, Nintendo Maniacs, wherever you listen. And if you're on Spotify, the video version is on there as well.
Excellent. And yeah, Josh did predict a new Mario Kart for this year as well, Mario Kart Universe. We're going from world to universe, everyone. It's going to be exciting. So, but
definitely not.
But that game is $90.
Oh,
it's $90 American. So be prepared for that. There's one a year. It keeps going up from there. And by the end of the Switch 2 generation,
we're actually getting Mario Kart 9 this year. World was just a side, like a off, spin-off series. It's
Spin-off
9.
series.
The proper sequel's coming this year.
God, could you imagine? But yeah.
Dear.
Also, just before we finish the housekeeping, just check out the Discord. There's a link in the show notes if you'd like to join the iDruby Homestead, talk about some games, be a part of the show in the Mailbox channel, and we'll be reading Dolphin Pants' comment from that later on. But I guess just this is a comment just from Dolphin Pants in the chat here as well. Just talking about Michaela's save files. He brought up, and it reminded me too, that she had problems with her Zelda save files too. That lady seems to be having a bit of issues when it comes to some save files over on that Nintendo Switch of hers. So I don't know, Josh, maybe you need to help her out there a little bit.
Yeah, that's a very good point. There were issues with that too. Yeah, that she did something with the app first before doing something else, is what I remember now. So she needed to, not do what she did. So yes, I probably need to help a bit more. But I don't know this stuff either. Maybe we just need to, work together a bit more. That might be the way to do it.
Well, maybe if that service you pay for that backs up your saves to the cloud, maybe if their game supported it, the first-party game supported it, like Animal Crossing and I guess Zelda does, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know.
Not sure.
But I don't know. She'll work it out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It's too late now, and if she started a new island, so that's fine.
Yeah. So that other island's so old news. But Josh, I think a lot of my enjoyment from just the Switch 2 edition. I haven't really touched any of the new features apart from just, crafting multiple items at once and things like that. But I finally used the amiibo card you so kindly gave me. What, 2000? Was it 22?
Late 22, I reckon it was.
Yeah, a long time ago. But I hadn't been playing the game since then. So there's no reason for me just to boot up the game once, scan in Filbert, and then all right, cool, and just move on with my day. So now that I'm actually playing it properly again, and there's content, I'm playing it on Switch 2, and it looks really nice, and all that type of stuff. It's like, all right, Filbert, it's time to come to the island. And I had to Google how do you use the thing, and it's pretty simple. You just got to scan it in, and you've got to go back to the campsite on your island 3 times. On the 3rd day, he'll stay on your island. So beautiful. I didn't realize though that you had to scan in the amiibo card each time. So the first time, Filbert, he left the island. I'm like, oh no. I was like, oh, my boy, what have I done? Was I too late?
Yep.
Did I not get him a gift quick enough? What have I done? My beautiful Filbert, where's he gone? So then I scanned it in. I'm like, all right, I guess I have to start the process again, scan him in. And then obviously he left again the next day. I'm like, all right, I think you just got to scan it in 3 times and I'm good to go. And luckily enough, he was all set up. But Josh, he said, oh, there's no residential land for me to stay at.
No space. You got to kick someone out.
No space. But I actually still had a house to build. I had the kit still in my inventory. So I left the campsite. I went right, where my house is. I'm at the top of the island. I'm up a big hill. I'm the king of the island, basically. So, but Filbert, he's a different beast. I put his house right next to my house. So right at the top of this island, at the top of the hill, there's Drew and Filbert living together. And he just moved in today. He's still unpacking his boxes. I did call in on him a couple of times today just to see how he's going. He's unpacking. He's enjoying some snacks. So
you're a nice neighbor like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be building him a path and all sorts of things. It's been a long time since I've been doing building paths and all of that type of stuff. I'm really frustrated because I'm in front of my house. I can't at my mailbox. I can't put a path there.
And that's annoying. You want one there.
Yeah, it's my OCD. It's not good for my OCD.
Yeah.
Building paths in this game. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've only built 3 meters of path and I'm already oh my God, it's not letting me do what I want it to do. It's already incredibly frustrating. So maybe I should just leave it as grass. But so finally got the boy in, Filbert. I'm very excited. Man. So yeah. So thanks to you, Josh.
It's good. That's all right. I'm happy to help. And then for those who don't know, Drew's actual profile picture for his Switch is Filbert, and it has been for years. Whereas I change my profile photo every week or 2. I'm just oh, this is cool now. I'm just going to change it. So mine's never the same, but Drew's is always Filbert.
Yeah.
Filbert every single week. And so you did a little call out on your show a few years ago. And happy to give you the card. That was my pleasure. Glad you're finally using it.
Did I do a call out for the card? Is that what I did? I can't remember.
I think so.
Did I just say
something like that?
I think I bought a pack of amiibo cards and I didn't get it. I'm not going down this rabbit hole of ripping packs for Filbert. I don't do that. Yep. So I must have said if anybody has one, I'll trade you or just give it to me.
It was a bit of a call out.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that worked.
Yep. So yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah, I mean that's how they get you. We have some amiibo cards somewhere. I don't know where they are now, and obviously, we didn't really need them until now. But I remember I've had an Android, and I used one of those the
apps, absolutely.
Just we wanted. Yes, so we were able to customize, and I got to choose all the villages in my island, which was very cool.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And I do remember the 3 thing. You had to scan it 3 times.
I should do the same thing, to be honest. Just all right, who do I want on my island? But I kind of like just the natural state of things as well. Just hey, look, this guy naturally just moved to the island, and I've got
yeah, for sure.
I forgot the name of the villager. I was talking to him tonight. I think the name's was it Clucky or something. It's a chicken.
Okay.
And they said they're going to move. I'm like, I like you, Clucky. Stay on the island. Come on, champ. Don't do this. Don't don't ruin a good day. Filbert's moved here. I don't need you pissing off. Like, I got to keep my mates close. I'm getting older. Friends are getting harder to make, mate. I don't need you leaving on me. But there's a couple of other animals. There's a lion. I forgot his name. He's all right. I think his name's Rex. He seems all right. But yeah, I've got to sort of get reacquainted with some of these boys. They're not it's been years.
Yeah.
They've had whole lives move on, and I haven't been a part of it.
They love to remind you how long it's been. It's been 3 years and 3 months, I keep saying for me. So I must have done something early, late 22, sorry.
Popped in, yeah.
Was the last time I
Use that Filbert
logged
Amiibo
in,
card.
So, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, late 22, that lines up. Yeah, just to test it or something.
Yeah. I posted it on Blue Sky too, just a picture of Filbert moving to the island. Big day, Josh, big moment. And
yes,
I saw Yarden posted that. What did he say? He said something along the lines of I've got Filbert on my island because I know how much he means to you. I'm like, well, I didn't know Yarden even listened to the show, but I recognize him from other communities play some video games and carpool gaming. So I was like, that means a lot of spreading the good word of Filbert.
Cool.
So just shout out to Yarden. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope Filbert's good fun on your island, eating all your snacks and watching TV and doing all that because he's just obsessed with food.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh man.
Well, if you've got a Filbert, you need an Aussie. He's my favorite villager. He's a koala. Very, very chill guy. He's a lazy persona. And I got him on my island, and he's just a bundle of fun. So yeah, Aussie, get them into your village as well as Filbert.
Yeah, no, awesome. Yeah, because was that one that you really grew to love in this game, in New Horizons, or has it been?
He was in this game. Yeah. I never had him beforehand, but when we got to this app that let us select villages we wanted, I just went through the list. I'm like, oh, there's a koala bear. I'm like, oh, Aussie. I like that name, and I just kind of went from there.
Aussie the koala. Nintendo love their puns, don't they? They just love it.
Correct. Yeah. Hey, it makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. When I was fishing and all the puns when you fish. I'm like, oh my god. Just makes you giggle. Just
great for that.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm I'm loving the game. I'm glad that it's back, and like I said, I kind of like that it's at a time when people are playing it because obviously brand new update, people are excited about new content and all of this. No matter if you've spent thousands of hours or even a measly 70 hours like I have. But it's also not too popular right now and people aren't smashing it as much. So I don't feel like I'm just so inferior to everybody else's interior design and everything. Just enjoy it at my own pace and in some ways kind of just role playing in a lot of ways, with the whole Filbert thing that I've got going on my island now, and I'm just really liking it. So I'm glad that it's back, nice. And I hope you get your enjoyment out of it while you're borrowing that second copy, because otherwise you'll just have to fight Michaela. 6 o'clock comes around, you're picking up your Switch, you're looking at Animal Crossing on the shelf, you give each other a Western showdown before you jump towards the cabinet to get the cartridge.
Oh yeah. We found a way for now, which is good. So I don't really want to pay for another version of the game. So I'm sure
No.
We'll find more solutions if we need to. But for at least this week, I have a workaround, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you've been playing obviously Skyward Sword. You talked about it last week as well. I guess has anything changed? You've been putting more time into it. Any thoughts as the story, and you've done some more dungeons? How are you going with Skyward Sword?
Yes. So I'm still in the trials. So I'm up to the third one, and I've just done the last Silent Realm for that third one. So
Oof.
This is where you go back to these areas, and you've got to collect the different tiers, the sacred tiers, and you can't get detected by the Guardians, or you can't step in the waking waters. Otherwise, the Guardians will be alerted to your presence, and if they hit you, you have to start again. So it's one of those things where it's I enjoy it being different, but it's kind of a stressful thing. And then after a while, I don't enjoy it
No,
kind of aspect of the game, and so
it
um,
sucks.
I
You can say it. It
yeah
sucks.
yeah it's annoying, and then I never get it complete the first time. So I think my first run through I've pretty much accepted is I need to just go through and just see how many I can collect, but there's always like a harder area. And so I every time I like would die in this harder area because I would get detected and I couldn't quite get to this hard tier, and then I couldn't find another tier because every tier you find you get 90 seconds of protection from the guardians. They freeze again, so you kind of like got to keep collecting stuff. And so eventually I worked out, okay, on my second run through, I need to do the hard one first. Because if I can't do the hard one, there's no point me doing all the easy ones again to get to the hard one and to fail it. So um, the second time, every time I did it. So I did
Mm.
the hard bit first, knew what to do, completed it, and then I sort of went around slowly and completed them all. So um, the one in Elden Volcano, when you're at
Yes.
the top of the mountain and you got to slide down,
I
and
was,
then
I
I had to do that a few times.
was
And
going
I
to
had to
bring
be
that up.
strategic and not
Mm-hmm.
collect. Yeah, I had
Oh,
to like not get the tier at the bottom just because it's there. I still had a bit of time, so I'd like sort of like I'd collect one every time I did a loop bottom of the hill, and there's like three close by. So it just allowed me to have an extra time to sort of relax a bit, not get stressed, and I did it on my second attempt. So that was good. Um, but yeah, I'm glad that's done. Unless there's another one, but I'm glad it's done. So that's good. And yeah, I'm up to the proper dungeon area, I think, or before to get into that in the Elden area, getting the heat resistant earrings, and just got my bow and arrow as well, which is the last item you get, which is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy that that's the last thing you get um,
especially with the
from
motion
key
controls.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, fully decked out now from what it seems, and yeah, I'm like 25 hours into it now. So played for a few hours this week, which is good, and just yeah, continuing to chip away at it, and it's fun. It's a super fun game.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned the trials, like yeah, as you were talking, I'm like, all
Mm.
right, I was thinking about just in my mind's eye all those years ago. I remember sliding down that slide on the volcano and like, oh, like missing it and having to do the full lap around again. I'm like, oh my god, just being chased as well. Just
Yep.
I got so sick of it. Like it's a fine concept, you know. It takes away
Yeah.
all your tools and it forces you to be stealthy. But the game isn't designed to be stealthy, and doing that all that many times is just all right. I've had enough. That was my biggest frustration with
Yep.
Skyward Sword. It's just like dungeon up to the sky trial. Like it's like clockwork. There was no surprises really. What was coming next? You could just feel the formula. It's just like just give me that cutscene, that sweet cutscene. That's what sort of makes you want to progress. But how are you enjoying the story? Like from last week, got any more cutscenes or I guess reveals, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fee stuff at the moment because you're going to the Isle of Songs, I think it's called, and you every time you get the Sacred Flame, you get to talk like the goddesses are giving you these trials, and so she's relaying those messages, um, which is cool. And so yeah, I like her character. She pops up a lot, which sometimes I feel like she doesn't need to do that, but the story's cool, and knowing it's the first one as well, and sort of builds the characters and the lore. I think it's really is fun, and yeah, I do enjoy the cutscenes a lot, and sort of put that controller down for a little bit, and just sort of soak it in because yeah, they're not too frequent, but they're definitely there, and yeah, I am a fan of the art style they've selected, which looks even better again on the Switch version, sort of cleaned up a bit more from what the Wii one looked like back in the day. So yeah, I'm really loving it. Some really cool puzzles, and yeah, just going to keep chipping away at it before I'm going to finish it by the end of the month. Is my game? Is my aim?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think last week or whenever, like, yeah, I need to get onto my Zelda backlog as well. Just inspired from you a little bit. Just like, yeah, what should I do? Yeah, I think the movie's a link
Which
to
one are you thinking?
probably a link to the past, just because
Yeah.
I can play it on anything, so it'd be easy to pick up. Whereas like otherwise it would be Majora's Mask, and I'm not as keen to do that one. There's a reason I haven't played
Yep.
it for all these years, and I've fallen off of it multiple
Yes.
times. Yeah, so
Yeah.
don't know. One day, it's on the long list, but yeah, because I guess for the rest of the month, like I've got a few games I want to finish.
Yep.
I might do a game called Naiad. I might finish that tonight. It's like a 5-hour game.
Yep.
I've got like 2 more chapters out of 8 or something like that. So I like to do that. That's a really cool game. It's like your water spirit and this sort of river, and got puzzles, and it's really quite neat. But yeah, I've got sort of the rest of the month sort of paced out a little bit. I want to get back to Donkey Kong. I reckon I want to try and wrap that up this month. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, nice.
Because
There you go.
it is kind of handy because I've like with this gaming journal, it kind of gives me like a lot more of an overview of what I'm playing. Like when I've got them written down, instead of being like, all right, I want to finish this by the end of the month, I can actually look at it and be like, Donkey Kong I can play during the day when the kids are playing on the playground outside, because it's pretty simple. I don't need headphones on. I don't need to be immersed in the dialogue, all of this type of thing. I can just smash and search around, and it's easy to pick up, put down. Whereas like something like Dispatch, which is pretty much watching a TV show, like I can't do that while, doing other things. I need to have
Doing other things. No.
need my headphones on and all that. So
Yeah.
so it gives me kind of like a pretty good game plan. Be like, all right, that's a nighttime game. Donkey Kong can be, during the day with when the kids are occupied with their toys and things like that. So it kind of works out quite well like that. Whereas
Nice.
yeah, it is interesting, just like how much planning of like I think about my games in some way, and I know I'm not alone, because my YouTube algorithm is targeting me with people in their early 30s doing the exact same thing, doing their gaming journals and trying to beat their backlogs and all of this type of thing. It's a whole
Nice.
little subculture I've found online. So it's like, it's not just me. There is content creators and gamers out there who suffer from whether it's ADHD or just time poor, or they've got families, or whatever it is. There's multiple communities of people like that who come together to work out what game they're going to play next. And Josh,
So how's
no,
sorry, you go.
No, you go. I was just going to say, it doesn't sound like you have that sickness, so congratulations.
Thank you. I just wanted to know, like, how is it set out, this journal? So you've got like the title of the game. Are you like got different headings, or is it just like you just write your random notes as you play it? How does it work?
It's pretty basic. I watched a video last night. There was this really cool lady from New Zealand, actually. She had an hour-long video of like different formats you can use for your gaming journals. And
Okay.
she was obviously somebody who's like very creative and into scrapbooking and journaling about, the books and games and all sorts of different things in her life. She just loves journaling.
Yeah.
For me, I haven't written on a piece of paper in like 10 years since school. So not quite on the same level as somebody like that. So mine, I've got it set out. So just for January, I've got the first page is games that I've played in January. So every game that I play, I write it down here. And it gives me a great overview, just as I'm playing throughout the month. I'm like, oh, I've still got Naiad to go back to. I've got Dispatch to go back to. Oh, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I quite often forget about that because that's on my Windows partition of my Legion Go. So it's not always in my face. I usually forget it. So it's kind of good just for that. And when the end of the month comes, I want to do like videos on my YouTube channel where it is like, this month summed up what I played this month. And I can go back and play it. And another aspect that I'm really enjoying actually doing it this way, just doing the list of games that I played in 1 month, is that previously when I was doing like the 50 game challenge, I beat a game and you get that dopamine hit of like, yes, I finished it. I can write it down. I can add it to the list. But it also makes you chase that feeling of like, all right, I've got to finish games. I've got to finish games. Got to move quick. I want it finished. I want this big game finished in the week. I've got to, do 5 hours a night. That type of thing. It can lead to that. Whereas this, it kind of gives me that dopamine, that little dopamine hit, just like writing it down. Like Animal Crossing, it's a game I'll never finish. And if I was doing it the same way as I was doing it a few years ago, but I can't play Animal Crossing because it's not going to lead to a completed game, but it does lead to an experience that I can put down as played, and it can lead to some like fun and interesting journal entries, especially Animal Crossing, that I can go back to and read, 6 months from now. So it's sort of it frees me up in a lot of ways. But like, all right, so I want to finish games because I don't, like in 2025, I've talked about it before, where it's like I just fell off playing games.
Yeah.
Or finishing games, always playing them, but yeah, just finishing them, sticking with games long enough. And I feel like this is a happy medium to like encourage that, but also just, not being so rushed, not have it like a job, a checklist, that type of thing. So yeah, that's the first page. Every month I'll just, at the start of the month, I'll be like games played in, March 2026, et cetera, et cetera. But from there on, it's just like the date. So my first journal entry is on the 2nd of January. I talk about my New Year's resolutions and my goals. That day I finished Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I've got a title, I put the game there in a different color, and I talk about like my experience with the game, how I feel about it at the time of rolling credits. So I'll do that as I finish games. And it's pretty much just the date and a couple of paragraphs about what I did that day or that night. And it was just be pretty much that. Like last night I sat down and did like 2 pages, just sat down and did some journal entries about my experience with Animal Crossing and playing a game, which I talked about last week, just old school Rally. Talked about that. I mentioned how much of a grind it is still. I've got like the last 2 achievements, which are like the economy in the game is just so broken. I've done everything and I've got like thousands of more credits to earn to just buy the rest of the cars for the last achievement.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And I looked in the like the Steam forums, and people are like, man, this economy's fucked. Like if you want 100% this game, it is a grind. Like I put my Steam's telling me I've put 21 hours into it. I'm like, I've still got a few. I reckon I've still got a few more to go too. But I reckon I will do it. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I think the journal's a great idea. Like, if anything, it's just getting me writing again. It'd be good to just practice my handwriting because I don't write. I don't have a desk job, and apart from doing some signatures or filling out some forms, I don't write. Like, and it's just nice, sort of. I just want to stretch that creative muscle in my brain again, just writing, which will hopefully lead to.
It's good. It's a skill, so it's good to constantly do it.
Yeah. So I think it's just like it's got its benefits. Just obviously remembering things. Just
good for the podcast.
Yeah, good for
about games.
Yeah, that's right. The podcast and videos I want to do, and just all sorts of things. So yeah, it's been a real positive. So I definitely encourage it if anybody else is thinking about just starting one. I just went to Kmart and got like this red one, just like a lined book, just got lines in it, and it's all good. I actually started off with a black one, and I'm like, and didn't have any lines in it. And then I went to Kmart and I saw this red one. I'm like, oh, that looks sick. So I actually copied the first few pages that I had already done. I wrote them again into the new journal. Just go, I want that journal. It's not too late to start with a better book. So I went into that, and it's been great. Would you start a gaming journal, Josh? Would you sit down and do a gaming journal?
I don't know. I don't think so. I do a lot of I suppose with my structure of the show, like I did the new release acquired segment for Nintendo Maniacs, and so I kind of write things in there as I go, and that kind of get talking points and things like that. So I suppose in a way that's how I journal in a way, because there'll be things I want to talk about and raise, and sort of I write that in there. So all the Google Drive docs I have of my run sheets for episodes are kind of my journals in a way. but no, it's a good idea, Drew. I like it. And then, like you said, you're playing something and you've forgotten about it earlier in the month, and you look at your journal, like, oh yeah, like I can go back to it and play it, and go from there. So, um, I think it's a really good skill. It's definitely something that gets lost a bit these days. And yeah, yeah, that's good. Sounds like you're really enjoying it, which is great.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah.
I'd recommend for you though, even if it's just like a little list on your phone, just like when you beat Skyward Sword, just write Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So then, like at the end of the year or ever how long, you can be like, oh yeah, look, I did play that at the start of the year, didn't you? Because it's easy to forget. Like
Yeah.
time goes so quick, and in December, it's like I don't know what I played in January. I got got no idea, and us playing on Switch, we don't have the benefit of, I'll just check my PlayStation trophies and, just go back in the list. Like we don't have that, which is probably the worst part about not having an achievement system on Switch. Is just you can't catalog what you've played as well as just all the other platforms. So I feel like especially on Nintendo, it's probably a good thing just to write it down, and you might be like, oh, I'm going to do like a Game of the Year episode of Nintendo Maniacs or something, and where it will come in quite handy. But
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, the most I get is like when I look at the play history on my own profile or someone else's, or then I go all the way to the right to look at all the games, and I always have ordered in like hours played, and I get a little catalog through there. But yeah, we don't get a lot. Got a year in review just the other week, so we get to look through things like that. But that's about it, really, isn't it? So we don't get those achievements. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you, as long as you're not playing games to get those things, or the gacha or then the loot boxes and things like that, which I don't think we're guilty of at all. So
no, I'm pretty safe
because that's theoretically not fun. You're just sort of getting addicted to the gambling aspect of it all.
Yeah, you bring up the wrap up for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. How was yours? Mine was a little bit surprising because, like I said, I'm like for me personally, I feel like 2025 was a bit of a wash for me. But looking at it, I'm like, I did like just under 200 hours, like just on Switch. And a lot of that was Mario Kart World with like 70 hours in Mario Kart World. And that was pretty much all in June.
Yep.
Or most of it in June. So like, it's like I wasn't as bad as I thought, because like I put in 14 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles X at the start of the year. Like I just like basically did the tutorial of that game essentially, 14 hours, and Mario Kart and some stuff on Switch too. But yeah, definitely when shearing season hit, you could see like the trajectory just going right down.
Yeah. Yes, I Switch 2 definitely reinvigorated my play hours. Definitely some lower months at the start of the year, but like January and March was helped by me playing Balatro early on, and then March with Xenoblade. April was Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is a bit of a longer game. I was pretty consistent overall, though. I think is my overall sort of consensus with it, because I did a lot of May was my shortest month with 16, and I think that was most people's I was seeing online. Obviously, like the month before Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I got nothing. Like I don't really want to play anything.
Well, I don't want to play anything because I'm gonna like get lost in Mario Kart World the month after. June was my longest month with 64 hours. Then it was followed by January with 51, and then my October and December's with like high 30s. That's Pokemon and then Metroid. They're keeping me busy. So I had 382 hours for the year across 39 games, which I thought was fairly solid. That's a bit over an hour a day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Like you said, that like Balatro addiction definitely would have contributed, I dare say.
But that's like 95 of those hours.
95 hours, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Like, coming up on a quarter of your total game time for the year. That's awesome.
Yeah, a bit over a quarter. Yep, and just Balatro.
That's great. I did notice as well, like I played Pokemon Legends ZA like just after Boxing Day, and I played it offline. And I noticed, like, before the wrap-up happened, I came home, obviously Switch 2 connected to the internet, and I, went on my merry way. I assume it would just sync it up because I was sort of anticipating the wrap up, and that definitely would have been my second most played game for the year, just like 30 something hours just in that. But it didn't get mentioned at all in my wrap up. Like it's not there.
Oh.
It's not there at all. Like not even 1 hour, not even acknowledged that I played it. So it must have to all be when you're connected to the internet. So I feel like that's a massive oversight
Maybe?
for this. I don't know. It happened.
Okay.
Zach was the one who sort of mentioned it, that it has to be online, and something similar happened to him as well. So I'm like, that's a bit of an oversight. Because if you're like, say you're playing Persona 5, like a massive game,
Yeah.
and like you're playing it on the bus, you're going to work, you're like, and you'll be offline for a lot of it, like for a lot of your game time on Switch, because it's a portable. Like you take it out the house and you disconnect from your internet. So I'm like, man, that's going to like
I
skew
don't know
the
about
numbers
that
for a lot
being
of people.
true.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that's true.
Sure,
Yeah,
I hope it's
surely
not.
not.
I hope it's not, but it certainly was for me because Legends Arceus is nowhere to be seen. So,
Odd. Very odd.
Unless the cutoff was like pretty early in December, like say like the cutoff's mid-December and their computer and their algorithms are working it out for like a few weeks before they drop the info. I don't know. I assume not, but yeah.
Yeah.
So like for me, like my most played game is Mario Kart World at 67 hours. Then the second game is 17 hours at Donkey Kong Bonanza. Then it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at 16 hours. So I'm like, I know that's wrong. Like I know that's wrong because I've like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not right, is it? Okay.
Then my most played genre is party. I'm like, all right. You know me well, Nintendo. I love party games. That's all I've been playing this year.
Yeah. Drew, you're always for the multiplayer stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I love a party game. I reckon I booted up Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 edition once. I'm like, nah. Yeah, because it says I played 2 hours in December. Looking at it here, I'm like,
Yep.
nah, fam. I played more than that. I know I played more than that. But yeah, no. It's always cool to get these stats, and it's especially frustrating because it's that yearly reminder that they know every little detail, every button press, every little movement we do on the Switch and the Switch 2, and they give us none of it. They make us wait for like 10 days before they give us a very vague estimate of how many hours we've put into a particular game. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it wanders up front. Just give it to us, Nintendo. But at least we got a full year this time, Drew. I'm very glad about that because and a lot of the year reviews, they do it in December. So your December or even like your November doesn't count towards your year in review, which has always annoyed me. So, but this Nintendo year in review was for the full year. So hats off for them for doing that at least. That made me a lot happier.
Yeah, because when I got my Steam and PlayStation wrap up, I'm like, this is useless. Like, I've still got game time to do. Like, especially in the holiday.
That's right.
Especially in the holidays, that's when like work stops and I pick up the consoles and I get playing. Like that's when a lot of it will happen. Like not much is going to happen in October, November. That's when it's like it's real busy for me. So to end there, it kind of ends on a bit of a sour note, to be honest with you. I'm like, like the last month you've played 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, well, I know. Thanks. I'd rather it end on December, where I guess in Nintendo's point of view, it kind of did the exact same things for me. It's like last month you played 2 hours. I'm like, it makes me feel bad, but I know I didn't. But anyway, hope everybody's got plenty of play hours on their wrap up. So you feel good. Maybe you got too many hours. You feel like, oh shit, I need to wind it back a bit. I need to touch grass a little bit more in 2026. Yeah, but I'll be interested to hear from you guys in the audience. What were your stats on your wrap up? I'd love to hear.
Yeah, let us know.
How many hours?
Definitely.
Like I said, I thought I would have put like 50 hours into my Switch over the year, but I didn't. Well, I knew that I did more than 50, but yeah, it was a little bit better than I thought. So this year, I like to say it a little bit better. New Year's resolution: play too much Switch, so other aspects of my life fall away. But play some video games. God damn it!
Hey, it's all about getting them journal pages filled in, Drew. Now that's what it's all about.
That's all it's about.
Nothing else matters.
That's all I got to do. Fill in those journal pages.
Correct.
All right, let's move into the letterbox. So you can be a part of this by joining the iDruby Homestead. There's an invite in the show notes to the Discord channel. And we got one from Dolphin Pants. And he says, so I totally missed the Animal Crossing train in 2022. My last Animal Crossing was on the Wii. But this new update has me tempted. Do you think it's worth picking up when I have full intentions to pick up Pokopia when that drops? I just worry I will burn myself out on the genre if I play both. And I think that's the biggest thing, Josh, is just how much into these little farming simulator / lifestyle simulator cozy games are you into? Like, I feel like the two games are going to be different enough because Pokemon's going to have that Pokemon flair to it if you're a big Pokemon fan. Also, just like the collecting and, you know, getting different abilities from different Pokemon. Also, it seems like Pokopia is going to be way bigger. It's going to be like a Minecraft server by the look of just the last video, how they're going across the ocean, and they've got like a lot more to do rather than just the island, where it's like a lot about your aesthetics, you know, all of that type of thing.
Yeah.
I
would wait is my thing I'm leaning towards, just because I feel Pokopia is going to be huge, and you can always pick up Animal Crossing another time maybe, and you could always borrow it from someone as well, even if you want to for the next little bit. You know, you don't have to spend some money. Like, I borrowed a copy from a friend, and there's millions of copies out there. So, you know, someone's probably not playing it even after the recent update. But I don't know. There is something about playing a really big game. Like, I feel Pokopia is going to be at the same time as everyone else, much like Animal Crossing was back in the day. There's just something extra cool about playing a game at the same time as a lot of people and being able to talk about it. So, I think do whatever you need to do to make sure you enjoy that the most. And if that means holding up Animal Crossing, then so be it. Because I really do think, and like you said, Drew, like the recent updates, it looks big. It looks like it might be a really, really good game. So I might just wait. That's my suggestion.
Yeah, I think for me, like I'll just play the other foot. I'll say jump in on it, and like obviously Dolphin Pants, I don't know exactly like how much like you'll like love. Like you loved Animal Crossing City Folk on Wii, for example, or Let's Go to the City, as we know it here in Australia.
Great name.
Yeah, great name. I'm sure they got to raise the naming or marketing team there. But I don't know how much like you just love Animal Crossing. So like over 2 months, will you burn out on it? Because you still got a bit of time. Like still got 2 months until Pokopia. So I think it would be, it'd be cool to sort of, get acquainted with Animal Crossing again. Play when there's a few people playing it. You'll be able to, watch some streams. And I guess if we're still playing it, we'll be talking about it on the podcast. And it is always good fun to be playing these social games when there is something going on. And that is why just Animal Crossing was just such a big snowball back in 2022. Like it just snowballed. People are playing it. They're getting their friends in on the experience. And we might have like a very small version of that. I don't feel like everybody's going to be playing it, but there will be people who are just, oh, look, I just re-downloaded it and spent the $8 and playing it on Switch 2 again. And even a lot of people just on Switch 1, just, obviously still got the 3.0 update with all the quality of life features and the hotel and, all of the stuff that's included in that. I think it'll be fun, but it is like, I don't know if it's Switch 2 price. Is it $110 game now? Is it a $100 game? I think it's an $80 game plus that.
I don't know. If I buy them, they're physical, Drew, and they're a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, so yeah.
99 probably in Australia here.
Yeah. If you want to go, the digital route. But yeah, I mean, I say go for it. It just depends on like how many other games you're playing at the time. Because I feel also you'll be able to play these. If you're still enjoying Animal Crossing, you'll be able to play them together. You'll be able to jump into Animal Crossing for half an hour and just, make sure you pick your fruit trees, you say hello to your neighbors, you get, your home designer points, you do some things, you're checking on on Nook, all of that type of stuff. You can put it down, and you can put an hour into Pokopia, and you can still play some Mario Tennis. You can jump around these games that are coming out. So, yeah, it just depends on whether you want to spend that cash, which is another thing.
Yeah.
Jumping on
Well,
it.
I hope we have helped you there because we've told you 2 different things to do. So hopefully that's helped.
Yeah, Dolphin Pants, let us know. Are you going to go Team Josh or Team Drew? Team Josh is probably the conservative move, the logical move, the money, saving move. Is it save $100 if you listen to Josh? If you listen to me, you get to experience, one of the most popular Nintendo games that's been made in the last 10 or even probably 20 years. Actually, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's one of the most popular games.
I said borrow it from a friend. There's copies everywhere.
No, don't borrow it. Don't borrow it. Don't do it. Nintendo's hurting for cash. They need your money. So we actually got some feedback straight away, Josh. Dolphin Pants says, Animal Crossing is fun and the idea really captures me. He also goes on to say, Team Josh does make my wallet happy. But what team makes your brain happy, Dolphin Pants? That is the main question I ask you. What makes your brain happy? Is it saving the cash? I mean, that's important. But of course, like a brand new game to chuck into your Switch too. You could go fishing. Imagine all the fish you could collect. It's summertime. Bugs are out. Sharks are out. If you wait on it, it'll be winter. It'll be cold out. You won't want to do anything. You build some snowmen, but who really cares about that? We're Australian. We don't know what building a snowman's all about.
Wrong time of year.
Very wrong time of year. So, yeah, think about it, mate. Hope you enjoy it when you get it for $100. You just go out. No specials, nothing. Don't borrow it from a friend either. But, yeah. All right. Well, Josh, I reckon let's close the doors. What do you reckon? Anything else you want to say before we scuttle on out?
No, I can't think of anything. That will do it, I reckon. Thank you very much for having me on. As always, Drew.
Yeah,
very much appreciated.
No, it was great. Great time talking to you. It's as the week goes on, especially writing it down now, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been playing Animal Crossing. Like, I just looking forward to sort of geeking out with Josh, talking all about it. But yeah, it was good fun. So everybody, really do appreciate you joining us for episode 345 of the House of Mario. Does remind me, Dolphin Pants did say in the chat, he said 145. Are you doing anything for the major for 350? Honestly, I never thought about it. Probably not. Probably not. No, I didn't. I never thought about the 350. In the past, we have done things for 150 and 250. So, don't know. We might acknowledge it. Go, nice. What a nice sort of even number. Beautiful. Looks like a milestone number. But as far as doing something special, don't know. If anybody has any ideas or things I'd like to say, I'm more than my ears are open for sure. But no plans. 400 though. We're going to be renting out a space. We're going to be doing a live show, and everyone's invited. Josh is shouting
a
the
live
bar.
show. That would be good.
That would be pretty sick.
A live show would be good.
Yeah, that would be.
We'll work through those other details you just mentioned. Yes,
that's right. I won't drink that night, Josh. Make it a bit cheaper for you.
Drew shouting. All right.
Okay. Absolutely. I'll shout everybody just like a jug of water. Here you go, chips. Hydrate.
Oh dear.
It's going to be a sweaty show, so get those glands filled up, everyone. Yep. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, guys. The doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. Catch you later. The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.